Gunman who killed the owner of JR's Jewelry and Gifts in 2014 has been found guilty. Today, he learned his fate. KMTV senior reporter Jake Wazakowski was in the courtroom. Jake?
Jen, the trial went by pretty quickly for a first-degree murder trial. It only took about 6 hours, and the defendant, Milton Dortch Jr., testified on his own behalf. The family of James Minshall Sr. says that they're glad that Dortch won't be able to do this to any other family.
It's been rough. He has a granddaughter that misses him like crazy.
71-year-old James Minshall Sr. was a hard-working family man who worked all of his life to build his legacy, JR's Jewelry and Gift near 72nd and Pacific. Minshall went to work as he always did September 17, 2014, not knowing the day would be his last. Today, a judge finds 19-year-old Milton Dortch Jr. guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced him to life without parole.
I'm surprised that they got done in one day. I'm glad that he got the sentence he did. And justice was served. It doesn't bring back my dad, but at least he can't do this to anybody else.
Surveillance video from inside the store shows Dortch pointing a loaded gun at employees and demanding jewelry. Dortch testifies in his defense that no one tried to give him anything, and he saw Minshall going to the back to get a gun. That's when Dortch fires 3 times, hitting Minshall in the chest. Dortch testified he saw Minshall cock the gun, so he got scared. Quote, "If I would have turned and ran off, he would have shot me in the back."
That was nonsense. It was ludicrous. I mean, he's the person that introduced the deadly force into the equation here.
He could have turned and ran. There was no reason for him to fire. He didn't accidentally fire 3 times.
Prosecutors say the overwhelming evidence made it an easy, quick decision for the judge. Bland says her dad's legacy continues to live on at JR's.
We're still up and running. We're going to keep Dad's dream alive. It's what he wanted, so it's what he's worked for his whole life.
Dortch was also sentenced to 5 to 10 years for use of a weapon. The judge said that because of his age, if his life term was ever actually turned into a number of prison years, he would get an extra 7.5 years on top of that number. Reporting live outside the Douglas County Courthouse in downtown Omaha, Jake Wazakowski, KMTV Action 3 News.